Welcome back to Mini-Modelog. So, this was a complete unplanned video in the fact that I normally do my mid-month news on a Wednesday, and as I mentioned in mid-month news, if you haven't seen it, it'll pop up in that corner in just a second. Something dropped through my door, which was the Drowned Earth Kickstarter backing. Now, I've been waiting for this. Obviously, I've taken my address off and undone it, but I haven't looked inside yet. So everything you're seeing is complete reaction for when I open it up in just a second. But just to let you in on this, I backed the Drowned Earth about a year ago on Kickstarter. I was also part of some of the team that actually did some of the game testing. I did some game testing with Chris Hay. And James, the creator, I met James and basically backed it at sort of ankle deep level, I believe is what they called it. And so inside this box, I've got the Bondsman, I've got the Liliana model, which was the extra model you got as part of backing the Kickstarter, and a couple of other bits and pieces. So what I'm going to do is unbox this for you so you guys can see it, and I will be covering more Drowned Earth in the future. If you don't know what the Drowned Earth is, I'll pop a link down below, but just to fill you in, it's a post-apocalyptic world kind of game, based more on the cinematic side of it. So your actions aren't, one action is movement, it's more, I'm going to do action where I'm going to run up that car and jump onto that ledge. That's an action and that's a bit of an easy way to look at it, but it's the idea of making it very cinematic. It's a great game, do go check it out. Check it out on both YouTube as well. I believe there's some videos up for it for a couple more of the factions and stuff. But I'll pop some links down below of everything I can find. But I backed it about 12 months ago and I sort of let it go on the channel and the fact that I didn't really give you guys any more information because I didn't have anything to show you. Now I do. So let me get into this and I'll see you in just a second. So like I said at the beginning, this is a complete reaction video. I haven't even, all I've done is taken obviously the name and addresses off because I'm not going to show you my name and address or the person who sent it me. All I've taken off is the brown packaging. So this is a complete reaction video. So let's take a look, shall we? Ooh. So it says, let me turn that round. Welcome to the Drowned Earth. Your adventure begins, like so many others, in a bar with a drunken Diverge? Diverge. The tap cafe in question is a riverside affair filled with traders, adventurers, opportunists and rogues. Which are you, I wonder? So it's got a nice little note there and says the story continues over leaf. And there's a bit of good luck and things, and I'll read that all in good time, but that's a nice little kind of story. Now the story's been going with the Drowned Earth all the way along. They did a bit of a storyline online during the Kickstarter, but that's really cool. I quite like that. And then we've got a quick reference. So these are quick reference for the rules. So you got all the kind of quick references and weapon properties on the back there. So that's quite a nice little leaflet. That'll be good for when you first start kind of playing. Obviously I don't have the rule book yet, which was a bit of an oversight. I should have probably bought the rule book as well. But like I said, at the time I didn't really have enough money, but that's really awesome. I like that. So let's have a quick look. So obviously, I'm not going to show you this bit because that's all my details. So I got my starter crew and I also got my Liliana miniature. Now Liliana was a miniature that essentially was in the set, which was something that was made as part of the Kickstarter. But this is really nice. I mean, you've got your cards there, probably for my faction and stuff, and effect cards there, and then, like I say, you've got the Drowned Earth on the back, and then you got all my stat cards there with all the stat information. So they're in sleeves, which is really nice. So I'm gonna pop them to one side, and then you got a bit of red stuff. So let's move all the red stuff. Now this is nice. Oh, this is lovely. What a nice way to do it. So my models have come in a bag, like a Hessian bag, and that's got a Drowned Earth seal on it. I really like that. That's really such a nice touch. I don't know how James got those done, who's the maker of Drowned Earth, but 10 out of 10. I like that. That's really cool. So let's have a squiz, shall we? Let's see if I can get into it first off. So, oh, good old pull off camera there. All right. So inside you've got all your models. They all come in one big bag. Nothing else in there, is there? Oh, there's one other little bag. Let's see what that is. So that's obviously, the models are tiny. That's obviously the Liliana model. Don't know if you can see that there. If I can get her. So that's the Liliana model, which comes separately. And then my Bondsman come like that. Yeah, so that's every model for my sort of faction. What I'll do is I'll do you a little, I'll glue these together off camera, and then I'll do you a little spin round of the whole faction and Liliana in just a minute. So I'll see you in a sec with that, and I'll tell you how easy they are to put together. But that's really cool. But that's what came in my Drowned Earth package. I really like the bag though. I'll be keeping that. And when I get my dice and so forth for the game, I'm probably going to put them in this bag with that. And that shows that I was a backer from the beginning, which is really cool, which is a nice touch. So now, here they are, the bondsmen. You've got Limosk, their leader. And then you've got the twins, which is Jorah and Alea. I really like their poses. They were quite easy to put together compared to Limosk. And then you got Fancagni, I think his name is, which is the big guy. And he's the monkey. And then finally you've got Gersler, and that is the bondsman. And then of course you got Lyanna, which is the extra model you got from back in the Kickstarter, who was part of the storyline that they did during Kickstarter. But that's the bondsman. I hope you like this little spin round. Really looking forward to getting these guys painted up and playing some Drowned Earth real soon. For those of you who didn't back it, look out for it in stores coming real soon. Like I said in the early part of the video, next week I've got, I believe, the unboxing of the paint set. Look out for that, and I'll see you next time.